some thrifting today. Let's go. So if you don't have a lot of time in Berlin, I would suggest just picking one neighborhood that has a few great vintage stores, and I would recommend Prenzlauer Berg, Mitte, or Friedrichshain-Kreuzberg. Some of the stores I will mention are more curated vintage stores, which makes them a bit pricier, but I will also suggest more affordable thrift options. So this first one had a really great selection, and I just love the overall vibe of the store. It's called Rodeo Vintage. There's a really good variety of vintage leather jackets, and they're priced around 80 to 150 euros. There was quite a bit of vintage sportswear like Adidas and Nike, priced between 30 to 45 euros for jackets, trackies, etc. Jeans from brands such as Levi's, Lee and Wrangler and Calvin Klein were about 40 to 50 euros. Skirts and shirts were 30 to 40 and dresses 30 to 50 euros. There was quite a few cute tops around the 20 to 25 euro mark as well. They also had some vintage designer at pretty okay prices, for example some Prada heels for 79 euros. I checked out Paul's Boutique, and this shop was pretty focused on sportswear. However, in general prices can be pretty expensive, but you can find Levi's and Tommy Hilfiger shorts for 20 to 25 euros, shirts and sports jackets for 20 to 30 euros, denim jackets about 50, and jeans not too bad, about 25 to 30 euros for Levi's, Calvin Klein and Carrera. Biker jackets were about 90 euros, so pretty pricey, but I guess kind of normal for a vintage curated store. They had a huge wall of sneakers, but it was quite overwhelming to look through, but they ranged about 20 to 30 euros for Vans, Lacoste, Converse, Nike and Adidas. So Loretta has some cute pieces, but you really do have to kind of search through all the rails in this one. They had a nice selection of shoes marked around 30 to 40 euros for Boss and Calvin Klein. Skirts were about 20 to 30 and dresses also 30 euros. Tops not too bad at about 15 euros. Denim jackets 25 to 35 and leather jackets 50 to 60. They also had some cool accessories like bags and belts, but I felt that they were a bit expensive for what they actually were. So then I walked across to Vintage Revivals. I would say this is a mid-range store. It is definitely curated, but not as pricey as some of the other ones. If you're looking for a good pair of jeans like Levi's, you'll probably find them here. There's so many. I also really like the colors in this store. They had some really cute slip-style dresses and camis. A few people had recommended Home Full of Clothes, and this is a store that I would check out if you're looking for like a cool, unique piece. It is expensive as they have a lot of designer stuff here. This is probably one of the best selections I saw, but the prices did reflect that. If you want a cute pair of point vintage kitten heels or vintage boots, then this is the place for you. Okay, so now moving on to more affordable true thrift options. Let's start with Humana, which is a thrift store chain which you can find basically everywhere throughout the city. I popped into a lot of Humanas in different neighborhoods, and this was my favorite one in Friedrichshain-Kreuzberg. I just felt like this one had a really diverse selection of cute stuff. In general, you can find tops and shirts for 10 to 15 euros, skirts 8 to 10 euros, dresses 12 to 15 euros, jeans 10 to 30, jackets 20 to 30, and leather jackets 50 to 60 euros. So I also randomly walked past a vintage pop-up sale, and this was such a great find. Everything was 7 euros, which was amazing. I went at the end of the day, so I imagine there was way more stuff earlier. The pop-up was run by Spatz Vintage, and they do actually have a store in Berlin, so check them out and keep an eye out on TikTok for vintage pop-ups from them or in general. Another chain you can find across Berlin is Pick and Wait. This is a kilo store, though some of the prices are already marked and not based on the weight. This is definitely more expensive than Humana, but again, it is more of a curated secondhand store. Worth checking out, but expect high prices. If you're in Berlin on a Sunday, definitely check out the flea markets. They're all around the city, and go for the smaller ones if you can. You're more likely to find things at better prices at these ones. Here are some of the ones that I checked out and I recommend. Hello. So I'm back in London, and I want to show you everything that I thrifted while I was in Berlin. I actually got way more than I expected, so I'm excited to show you everything. Let's get into it. So the first store that I went into was Humana, and it's like a kind of like a chain across the city. And the first thing that I got was this Tommy Hilfiger like zip up knit kind of material jumper, and I just love the color of this. You'll see that there's a lot of this color in this haul because I'm kind of obsessed with this color right now. I'm also wearing it right here. I don't know, I just feel like this color just really suits my skin tone, so I'm really into it. When I find something that I like, that's it. Like I'm obsessed with it forever. Again, in the same color, but this one's more of a girly little top. It's got the frill, the puff sleeve, the little like ruching at the bottom, and I originally thought this was going to be like a bit too big for me, but it's fine. I tried it on and it's all good. Again, with like some low-rise jeans, I feel like that'll be like a really nice outfit. Low-rise jeans ballet flats, such a classic outfit. And then also from the same store, I got this belt. I was looking for a brown belt for a while and I hadn't found one that I liked, but I love this one. I've already gotten so much use out of it. So basically me and my friend Jazz, we were walking to dinner and we just randomly walked past this vintage market. It was like a pop-up like vintage market sale kind of thing. And I was like, it's fine, we don't need to go in, like, let's just go to dinner, we're gonna be late for dinner. And she was like, no, you must go in. Like, she was like convincing me, like, she was like, you must go in, this is like completely your vibe and you're gonna find stuff, so you go in and I'm gonna go to the restaurant. Anyway, I went in and it was so good. First thing that I picked up, also I didn't try on anything because I didn't have time, so I was just kind of counting on things to like fit me, and overall pretty good. So I got this green top. I just feel like this color is like so me. Also this color combo, the purple and the green, I love it. Again, I feel like a really good material for autumn time. How would I style this? Maybe like a purple skirt if I want to keep it in the color theme, or even like a black skirt, or even a white skirt, some ballet flats, a brown leather jacket. So I feel like I've successfully avoided the polka dot trend like the whole time that it's been going on. Like I don't have any polka dot stuff other than like one thing, but I haven't really been wearing it. I was like, I'm just gonna skip this trend. However, I found this top and it was too cute to pass up. You must be wondering, what is that? Because it doesn't even look like a top. Basically, it like sits like this. It's so cute. Like I wore it with jeans. I wore it with the jeans that I'm wearing right now, like a low-rise baggy jean. Such a fit. Yeah, and it's kind of at the end of the trend now, which is sometimes when I'm like, okay, I'm ready. Okay, and then I also picked up just a cute like little midi, flowy midi. I feel like this can also be transitioned into autumn, although obviously it can also be summer, spring, very versatile piece, which I love. Next skirt that I got was this one. I love the print. I just think it's such a cool, unique, fun print, kind of like vintage poochy, like, you know, it's a vibe. Oh, then I picked up this top and at first I couldn't figure out how it worked, but let me show you. First of all, I love the color and I love the print. Next of all, I love the detailing. Like, look at this neck situation. Like, so basically you tie it like this, and I just love the colors. I just feel like this is such a beautiful like print and pattern. I'm so into it. I love this detailing. It's just so like vintage. Okay, so that's everything that I picked up from the vintage pop-up shop. On a Sunday, I went to the flea market and they had lots of stuff there. Me and Jazz, we decided we would go to like 2 or 3 flea markets. First up, I got this dress and I just love like the vintage style. The green, I'm here for it. I love like a V-neck. I just feel like it's very flattering. So, you know, I have been wearing more black lately. I know it might come as a surprise to many of you because I'm such a color promoter. However, I do feel like black is kind of nice sometimes. Like I'm kind of into black a little. So I got this top and it's got, you know, it's got a bit of color in it to, you know, satisfy my color craving. Bow ruching situation. And I don't know if I like this hanging bit. I might cut that off. I like the style of it. I like that it's off shoulder. It's fitted. Cute with jeans, cute with the skirt. Lots of different ways to style this. Love. So I was looking for a brown vintage leather jacket. So it's this like chocolate brown color. I just love a vintage leather jacket. Like when you find a good one that fits you and you like it, it's like such a great day. Italian brand. Actually, I forgot to say, I picked up this top that I'm wearing right now from the vintage pop-up shop as well. Final thing that I got was this bag. The man at the market, he spoke German. He didn't speak any English. All I could tell was that he felt so attached to this bag. Like he loved this bag that I was going to buy, and it was like his main piece to draw people into his stall. Anyway, so then I was like, oh, I need to go get cash because I don't have cash. And then I was gone for like 2 hours. When I finally came back, he was like, I thought you weren't coming back. And I was like, I know, I'm so sorry. And I finally bought it, and I think he was actually really sad to let it go, but it's going to be in good hands, don't worry. So this is the bag. What a slay! Like vintage, iconic. I used this as an airport bag when I was coming back from Berlin. It's like such a good size. I'm just a bit concerned. I feel like because of the size of it, like you can put a lot of stuff in it, but these straps, like they're a bit skinny. So I don't know if I can like really make it like a heavy bag, like with I could probably like carry a laptop and stuff, but like not like full heavy like airport bag. I love it. I love the color. I love the vintageness of it. That's everything that I got. So that is everything that I thrifted from Berlin, and I feel like I got so much more than I was expecting to. I feel like the vintage pop-up shop was really a game changer. I don't feel like I would have gotten that much stuff if it wasn't for that. Anyway, I hope you guys liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can find me on Instagram and Pinterest and TikTok at poseandrepeat, and at poseandrepeat beauty on Instagram for beauty and makeup content. Love you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye.